Hey guys, it's Mackenzie. Welcome back to my channel. So today we have a ship with me video. We have over 40 items to ship out. This is going to show my sales from basically over the long weekend for New Year's. I hope everyone had a great New Year's and you started off on a good foot and things are going well for you. I'm so happy that sales have picked up a little bit. I was just having tons of offers, tons of traffic in my closet, and I was so happy to see it because sales were very slow towards the end of December. So yeah, we sold over 40 items. My sales total came out to $1,172. So divided by 41 items, that makes my average sales price $28.59, which I am ecstatic about. There were some lower price sales as well as some higher price sales. So at the end of the day, it all averaged out to be my target sales price per item. So yeah, I am very excited to get into it. Let's go ahead and get started. As always, we are running a little bit behind. And so yeah, starting off, we have a jumpsuit by the brand Torrid. This is a size 3X. I received this in a mystery box from Courtney over at Magnolia Thrifts, and I was really excited to see it because it's great for the season, being a darker maroon color with like this all over lace print. Very flirty and romantic. A more substantial piece with the full length jumpsuit cut. It's plus size. It was in good condition. I listed this at $38 and was offered $28, which I did accept. $28 is my target sales price across the board for just bread and butter kind of stuff. And so I did accept that. My earnings came out to $22.40. And so my profit on this was around $19. I believe my cost of goods were around $2 or $3 for this box. And so yeah, I was thrilled with that. I would say this sold within maybe like a month, maybe a month and a half. Torrid is usually a pretty quick seller for me, especially with more substantial pieces like that. Okay, next up, we have a 2-item bundle, also plus size items. First off, I picked up this dress at the bins. It's just Who What Wear, which is Target, but again, it is a size 2X. It's a really nice polka dot print with these balloon sleeves. It's maxi length. It looks brand new. The quality felt really good. I'm pretty sure this is just 100% cotton. But you know, it's a thicker cotton. It's not like sheer at all. So yeah, it felt really nice. I just threw this into my bag at the bins. I'll wrap the second item separately. I'm not opposed to getting Target and like lower end stuff if it has a ton of sellable features going for it, like this dress. The print, the cuts, the size, the condition, the material, a natural breathable material. Okay, second piece is by Ashakti, which is a really nice brand, I believe. Do they only make plus size? No, I'm thinking of Eloquii. I think Ashakti makes all sizes. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I need to confirm that. But this particular piece is plus size. It's really cute. It's a striped button-down shirt with floral embroidery. It's like a long line boyfriend cut. The tag just says custom fit because I believe you can go onto their website and put in the measurements that you want them to create clothing with. And that doesn't deter me from leaving an item behind when I find it thrifting. It does make it a little bit harder to list. Not really, because I measure everything either way. But yeah, I just measure it and compare the armpit to armpit measurement to different size clothing in my closet, and I can pretty easily determine the size on it. And I didn't want to leave it because the style was so cute. It was in good condition. The buyer added the 2 of these items to a bundle, and I sent her a $38 offer with discounted shipping, which she did accept. That made my earnings $27.42. I paid around $3 for both of these pieces at the outlet. They do have a little bit of weight to them, and so my profit was right around $24 for this bundle. I had the Ishakti top for a couple months, maybe that might have been relisted actually. So I probably had it for 2 or 3 months, and the Who What Wear dress maybe like 1 to 2 months. Okay, next up we have a bundle of 3 items, but I'm waiting on the buyer to get back to me. I did have to cancel the sale, so I'll just show you guys what the sale was, because I think she's going to still want the other 2 items in the bundle. So this top is Bodil. I had never heard of this brand, but I do think it is pretty expensive. Definitely a high quality piece here. It's like that really gauzy cotton, and I love the chocolate brown color on this. It's a one size fits all blouse. That piece was flawless, but this piece, however, was not. So before I film my Ship With Me videos, I always pull all my sold items from my inventory rack, and then I go through them one by one to just double check for any possible flaws I could have missed. I lint roll everything. I get it all spruced up to ship out. And yeah, when I was looking for flaws, I did notice a stain on the arm of this poncho hoodie from Anthropologie that I did not notice when I listed it. And so yeah, those 2, as well as these Fry sneakers, sold in a bundle. These are green leather Fry sneakers. I got these in a mystery box from Courtney, and then these 2 pieces I found at the outlet. So yeah, I did cancel the sale, but it did sell for $75 in a bundle. So I reached out to her and let her know I apologize for the inconvenience. Everyone misses flaws. We're all human. We all make mistakes. But, you know, my advice is to just be as honest as possible with your buyer. Keep them in the loop. Keep them informed. Give them options. See what they want to do. And you can only do your best. So next up we have a fun zebra printed sweater dress from Torrid in a size 1X. It's a mock neck short sleeve sweater knit dress. It's fully lined. This is so soft. It feels brand new. And like I was saying, Torrid does sell really well for me. I think we have a couple more pieces to ship out in this haul. I want to say this was a little bit of a newer piece, like 2020 on perhaps. It is 2019, so not too new, but not old, I would say. I have had this listed for a couple months now. I listed it at 25. Someone offered me 15. I was just in the mood to get some stuff sold, so I only countered at 18 on this. They accepted that. My earnings were $14.40. I paid about $2 for this, and so my profit was $12.40. My philosophy is that when sales are just kind of on a roll, I want to keep them rolling. I want to keep, you know, things selling and moving, and so I will be more flexible with my pricing. Some stuff is going to sell for more. Like I said, at the end of the day, my average sales price was $28, and that is right what I aim for. So yeah, I try not to worry or get too hung up on any one item, because there's always another item that can make up for it selling a little bit less. And most importantly, I just try to keep things moving. Okay, next we have a 3-item bundle, and I am going to use a box number 7 for this. So our first piece in the bundle is this pair of Figs Scrubs trouser pants, or scrub pants, in a size small. These are in great condition. I found these at the Goodwill outlet in Austin. So that means I have had them for 2 or 3 months now. Second piece and last clothing piece is this leopard printed beach lunch lounge midi length dress. This is really cute. It has a button detail in back with a little cutout. I do like picking up beach lunch lounge. It's a solid bread and butter seller for me if the piece is a little bit more substantial and has quite a bit going for it, which I would say this qualifies for. Also an outlet find. And then lastly in the bundle is this pair of Steve Madden shoes, also leopard print, which is kind of funny. These I got once again in a mystery box from Courtney. Shout out to her. Go give her a follow over at Magnolia Thrifts here on YouTube. She has some fun content. So the buyer bundled the 3 of these and asked if I would take $60 for everything, which again, I was just in the mood to get some stuff sold, so I said sure. The Figs pants had been sitting. Steve Madden shoes, unless they're like more substantial leather boots or booties, really don't sell for too much for me typically, and Beach Lunch Lounge is a very bread and butter brand for me. So I was fine with $60 for all. That made my earnings $40. I paid around $6 for everything, and so my profit came out to $34 on this bundle. That doesn't sound right. That is 80% of 60, 40. That must be right, because I double checked. No, that's not right. 48. Yeah, I was gonna say. Okay, so my earnings were actually 48, and I paid 66 for everything. So my net profit came out to 42 on this bundle, which definitely sounds more accurate. I knew that seemed very low. Sometimes when I'm writing down my labels, I am just going so fast that I make mistakes, but I usually catch them most always. Okay, next up we have another 3-item bundle, and I think I'm going to actually use another box number 7. I have my trash can is overflowing with lint roller sheets, so I need to pick those up after this video. Okay, our first piece in this bundle is this really nice faux fur leopard printed jacket. It's from the brand Truth and Pride. I believe this was originally sold at Nordstrom. It is so soft. I have had this for 3 or 4 months now. I picked it up from the outlet here in Houston, mainly just because it looked new and the quality felt good, and leopard is one of my best selling prints. As you can see, I have already packaged up several leopard items. I keep wanting to say leather. I feel like I need to take a few seconds and gather myself. Second piece in the bundle is this Free People Intimately midi length handkerchief hem slip dress. And this was a rare kind of piece from Free People. I did find the exact stock name, and I don't think there were any currently listed when I listed this one, so that's always a great sign. Last piece in this bundle is by the brand Promisa. I picked this up basically fully because of style. I thought the little tie in the front was cute, very flattering. It has this like split in front, and the quality did seem decent. I knew I could add in a lot of keywords like boho, beachy, festival, that kind of thing. When the three were added together, the bundle price came out to $96 and I was offered $81, which I did go ahead and accept. That made my earnings $64.80. I paid right around $5 for everything, and so my profit came out to $60 on this bundle. All right, we are out of tape. Love it. This is just maybe not my day, guys. Let me replace this real quick. I'll save this sheet of paper to stuff into some shoes if I need to. Throw that away. Get a new tape roll. I did recently order all of my supplies and they have come in. I know I've been mentioning that I need to do that for a while now, and everything's in. So that's always a great feeling when you're prepared. Stick this in there. I do have all of the supplies that I ship with linked down below, including all of the boxes and envelopes from USPS that I order to ship with. They are free from the post office. They come straight to your door. Alrighty, next sale is a pair of sleep shorts. These are by the brand Lunya. An excellent brand, definitely something to be on the lookout for. I've sold several pairs of these now. They're little sleep shorts in 100% silk fabric, very high quality. This is like a luxury sleepwear brand. I believe these shorts are only sold in a set with the matching silk top, but I did not find that at the bins. And the set retails for a couple $100, and the shorts have consistently sold for me around $30. So these I had listed at $38, and someone offered me $28 within a couple weeks of being listed. I did accept that just because, again, that is my target sales price. And so my earnings were $22.40. These are so lightweight. I probably only paid at most $1 for them at the outlet. And so my profit on these came out to $21.40. They're also incredibly easy to steam and photo and get listed, which I do take into consideration because time and energy are important things to consider as well. Okay, next up we have a dress by the brand Fresh Produce. So I'm very picky with this brand. I really only like to pick it up in nicer fabrics like higher quality cotton and linen and larger sizes. This is a size large. It's just a stretchy ribbed knit midi length dress. I actually got this in a mystery box, and I probably would not have picked this up at the bins myself. So I did want to just kind of get it in and out the door. I knew that it probably would not sell for too much. I have had it listed for a couple months now at $30. Someone offered me $14. I counted that to $18, and they countered me back to $15, which I just went ahead and took. My earnings were $12, and so my profit was around $10 on this. So honestly, I'm happy with that. You know, my only other alternative would have been to like redonate it, because I don't think Plato's Closet would take this. I guess I could have sent it to like ThredUp, but I don't really do that. I probably should. But yeah, I'm definitely happy with the $10 profit, because again, it was pretty easy to list and everything adds up at the end of the day. Alrighty, another bundle, 2 pieces. This I was so excited to see sell. I have had it for over a year now. It was recently relisted, and that is why it sold. It is Michael Kors And this is not like Michael by Michael Kors. This is the upper line Michael Kors, made in Italy. And this is the highest tier to the brand. It retails for thousands of dollars. It's so expensive. And I thought that that would make it sell quickly for a great amount. But unfortunately, I just don't think that the highest tier of this brand has a super high resale value, unless maybe it's like a newer piece, or you know, there's excellent stock photos of it or something like that. But this was just a plain black dress, and so it did sit, unfortunately. I was so happy to see interest on it when it was relisted. The second and last piece to this bundle is this little ModCloth polka dot skirt. This is so cute. I'm sure I added keywords like retro, rockabilly, pinup, mod, polka dot, that kind of thing into this listing to help it sell. So when the two of these were added to a bundle, the bundle price came out to $78, and I was offered $50, which I accepted because, like I said, I've really had no action on this dress whatsoever. And that is my cue to move it out whenever I do get interest on it. It is a gorgeous piece. It's so high quality, and I hope the buyer loves it. The material is really nice. It's one of those things that I feel like would sell better in person because you can really feel the quality. It just doesn't really translate through the screen. So I know the buyer will love it, but it was kind of a hard sell. So anyways, my earnings were $40 on this. I paid around $4 for both items, and so my profit came out to around $36. Moving on, we have an excellent sale here, a blazer. I'm going to grab a plastic bag. I do try to stay away from plastic in my shipping materials just because it's, you know, not super eco-friendly, and with the volume that I ship, I just don't want to put that much plastic out into the world. But if I have a higher price sale that I want to ensure gets to the buyer safely, I do add extra protection with a plastic bag that I order also from Amazon. So this is a YSL, or Yves Saint Laurent, black velvet blazer. It is absolutely stunning. It has logo buttons with the YSL logo, enamel buttons, gold trimmed. I mean, this is just gorgeous. I found this miraculously at the bins. It was a raw donation, meaning that someone just freshly donated this versus this being in the bins because it had sat in a Goodwill store for a while. I feel like that was a pretty good fold. So I originally listed this super high at like $450, but it did sit, and then I dropped it down to like $250. Anyways, the other day I got an offer on it for $100. I countered that to $175, and they countered me back to $150, which I countered back to $165, and they countered me back to $150, which I went ahead and took that. This is a vintage piece, so it is a little bit older. It has been sitting. I still think that's a great price. I did find this at the Goodwill outlet, so I only paid around $3 for it. And I mean, I want it to get some use. It's velvet, so it is a colder weather item. I would love for it to be worn before the seasons change. And yeah, I'm happy honestly with that price. I did look up comps before accepting, and there have been many blazers from YSL, vintage YSL blazers, sell around that price point. So I did accept 150. My earnings came out to 120, and my profit was around $117 on this piece. Items like this do help to increase my average sales price across the board, and so I'm always so grateful to find higher ticket items at the bins, because it means that I can have a little bit more wiggle room with offers on more bread and butter kind of stuff. And it's also just working smarter, not harder, to list items that are going to sell for more, instead of having to put in the energy and time and effort to list a bunch of smaller items that will add up to that larger price. So our next piece is a midi length dress, also in a leopard print. It's from the brand Intro, ENTRO, which I've sold many times in the past. It's like a lower to mid-tier boutique brand. They make a lot of trendy items, and I do pick them up if they have a lot going for them, like this piece, for example. I listed this at $26. Someone liked it, and so my PosherVA sent them out a $23 offer with discount ship. That was accepted, making my earnings $15.42. I paid around $2 for this, and so my profit came out to $13.42. I have had this for probably like 3 months now. I don't know if this was relisted. I need to look. But yeah, I was ready to move it out and see it go to a new home. Okay, I think I might actually load these up and run them down to the post office and then come back and finish out the rest of my sale. So I will see you guys in a little bit. Okay, I'm back in the post office. It's actually several hours later, so let's go ahead and jump back into it. So the canceled sale because of the flaw, the 3 items I mentioned sold for $75. I reached out to her and I asked her if she would want the 2 items for $50, and I could just throw in the hoodie that is flawed for free, because I will just be redonating this with the stain. I don't really want to mess with that. And she said that that would work for her. So I added the 3 together and sent her a $50 offer, which she accepted. So the first top is this Bodil top. I showed you guys this earlier. I really like this. It's that really popular gauzy, like muslin cotton material. And I like that it's really oversized and just kind of shapeless. Very artsy, lagging look, that whole vibe. And then the poncho, I can insert a picture of the stain on the sleeve. It's just like some yellowing. Hopefully she'll be able to get it out, or can get some type of use out of it. And then lastly is this pair of Fry sneakers. They are genuine leather, really nice. I got these in a mystery box. I believe I paid around $3 for these. That was what the cost of goods came out to. They're in excellent condition, really cute. So yeah, my earnings came out to $40. I paid about $7 for all of this, and so my profit was $33-ish. Obviously, this was not my best, most profitable bundle, but you know, that's what happens sometimes. You miss flaws. This was just kind of an oversight on my part. And it makes me just want to be a little bit more vigilant, I guess you'd say, in the future about looking for flaws. I might need to weigh this. Hopefully it's not over 5 pounds. Let's just double check the weight of this. It's definitely not. I'm gonna guess 4 pounds. Yeah, 4 pounds, 2 ounces. So we're good. stick on the label. Okay, moving right along. I have something in my eye. I think it's like under my contact. It has been bothering me, but I can't seem to get it out. Okay, next we have a pair of cargo pants from one of my favorite brands to sell, Soft Surroundings. This is kind of a different style of piece from the brand, more of an athleisure, athletic kind of jogger. It's like a very slick, almost sweat wicking kind of material. And this brand usually does more like boho, casual, sometimes like preppy nautical stuff, not really athleisure. So that was kind of interesting finding these, but they were really good quality. The brand Soft Surroundings makes high quality items. I listed these at $32. Someone offered me $20 and I countered to $22. Again, I was just in the mood to get some stuff out the door. I mentioned in the last ship with me that my assistant is on maternity leave now, and so it's just me, and I do kind of want to downsize my inventory and start picking up fewer items at the Goodwill outlet, but higher selling, like items that will sell for more, but having to find less. Because when I was working with my assistant, I was having to operate on more of a volume-based business model to make it worth it for her and for me. But now I can kind of downsize a little bit and hone my efforts in more on items that are going to sell for more, but will take less time and energy, working smarter and not harder, essentially. And so yeah, I'm happy to just get some stuff out the door. Okay, next we have a kids piece. I was super excited to see this sale. I had never heard of these or this brand when I found it at the bins. Padded shoe. I'll put the tag on the screen. They're a 5-year-old size for a boy, but they actually had a large dry cleaning tag on them, which was initially what made me look into them, because I was thinking, you know, what children's clothing do you dry clean? It must be something kind of fancy. So they are 100% linen, made in Portugal. They just feel really nice, and I think these did retail for like $50-ish. I think this is a more expensive children's brand, and so I went ahead and grabbed them. They weigh almost nothing, just to kind of experiment. I listed them at $24 probably around 2 months ago, and I was offered $20, which I accepted. So my earnings were $16 and my profit was $15, which honestly I'm thrilled with. I flat laid these, so it took me really no time at all to take photos. And I just got them quickly listed. I probably added in some keywords like summer, maybe summer wedding, for like a little outfit for a boy for a summer wedding. I do like to add events as keywords into listings, because some people search for items to buy based on an event that they need an outfit for, like New Year's Eve party or Christmas dinner, that kind of thing. Next we have a sweater by Splendid. This is really cute. I leave this brand behind probably 80% of the time, maybe 90% of the time when I see it, just because it does have a high retail price, but the resale value is not great. However, this piece in particular I liked a lot. It's a multicolored chunky knit V-neck sweater. It looks brand new, and I just like the style of it. It seemed to be a little bit of a newer piece, which also persuaded me. Chunky knit sweaters in general have always sold really well for me, obviously in fall and winter time. So I thought this would be just a bread and butter sale this time of year from the Goodwill outlet, which it was. If this had been a regular Goodwill for $6, I would have left it. But yeah, I grabbed it from the bins. I paid a couple dollars. I listed it at $25. And someone offered me 20, which I took. My earnings were 16, and so my profit on this came out to around $14. Alrighty, moving along, we have a 3-item bundle. First off is, let's see how, yeah, I'll do this. First off is this cream dress by UMG, really pretty. It has a crossover chest, size large, drawstring waist. This did have a small flaw. It has a stain, but it's pretty small on the front. I did obviously take pictures and note that, but I did list it a little bit lower because of that. UMG is a solid bread and butter seller for me. I do like to pick it up when it has like a really fun boho print to it. This piece I actually bought through my assistant. She was cleaning out some of her clothes or her closet, and I probably just paid her a couple dollars for that when you divided everything out. This is by the brand Sherigano, which I think is sold at like department stores, possibly, maybe like, I don't know, Dillard's. Is Dillard's still a thing? Some kind of department store. I feel like this is sold. It's a size 10. I got it because it was a linen blend, 55% linen, and I liked the beachy stripes to it. I figured I could add in coastal grandma, beach, beachy, linen, lagging look, artsy, boho, that kind of thing. And last piece is by Soft Surroundings, tie-dye, high-low, long sleeve blouse top. It's a mixed media top, so the front and back are a smooth rayon material, and then the sleeves are a really soft jersey knit. So really pretty piece. Again, I'm probably added in a lot of keywords to that. Pretty similar to what I just listed for the dress. When the 3 of these were added together, the bundle price came out to $71, and I was offered $67, which I was pretty happy with. I accepted. My earnings came out to $53.60. I paid around $4 for everything. I want to say, yeah, the UMG dress was from my assistant, and then the other 2 pieces were from the bins. That Soft Surroundings top was so lightweight. I probably paid no more than $1 for that. So yeah, my total profit came out to around $50 on this bundle. I have had all of these for at least 2 months, so I was happy to see them go. It is also a warmer weather bundle, which is off season, and I'm always happy to move clothing out that does not align with the current season. Let's see, yeah, this is going to Florida, so that does make sense. People have been asking me about what seasons I shop for. I shop for all seasons year round. I do prioritize winter time, obviously, when we're in winter. The only thing that I really kind of switch up is when it's winter time, I will get less substantial items just because they are more wintry. Like I'll get beanies and kids clothing that's like sweater knits, that kind of stuff. Whereas I probably wouldn't pick that up in the summertime. Same kind of thing, summertime, I'll get less substantial, like lightweight ponchos or little girls' cotton dresses, that kind of thing, like less substantial or lower selling items that I think will just sell quickly and have a small but decent profit kind of thing. That's the only thing that I really kind of switch up. But other than that, I source for all seasons all year round, and I list it all year round because you never know when someone's from Florida or they're going on vacation to wherever, because there's different weather everywhere. Okay, moving along, we have a pair of shorts. These are by the brand Calia by Carrie Underwood. I do not pick this brand up all that often. I usually see it in like tank tops and that kind of stuff, which the resale value on this brand is just not enough to pick up pieces like tank tops and sports bras and stuff like that, in my opinion. However, these were a size extra large athleisure pair of shorts in excellent condition, and so that was that checked several boxes for me. I did want to get these. Again, would not have grabbed these from regularly priced Goodwill for, I think they charge $5 for shorts, but they're very lightweight. I probably paid around $1 at the bins. I listed them at $26. I probably listed them at like $28, but they got price dropped or something happened somewhere in there. Anyways, their current list price was at $26 when someone offered me $20. I did accept that. My earnings came out to $16 and my profit was right around $15. So yeah, really easy to list. Next we have a 2-piece bundle. First off, I absolutely love this top. This was one of my favorite pieces in my inventory. The brand is Ivivva, which I hadn't heard of, but this is a 100% linen, floral printed, oversized, boxy blouse top. I think this is so pretty. I was ecstatic to find this at the outlet. I knew I could add in cottagecore, prairie, boho, granny core even, lag and look with it being linen. Second and final piece is this thermal top by Free People. These are like the epitome of bread and butter sellers for me. I pretty much always pick up Free People thermals like this, even if they're super basic, as long as they're in good condition. This one actually did have a flaw. It had 2 tiny, like pinpoint size, pinhead sized, is that the saying? Like pinpoint sized, yeah, little stains, tiny stains basically at the wrist, which I photoed. I didn't think that they were overwhelming flaws, so I still picked it up. But yeah, I will pretty much always pick those up if they are in pretty good condition, because they do always sell. Not for a lot, but they are very consistent sellers. So the bundle price for these two was $68 when they were added together, and I was offered $48, which I accepted. I have had both of these. I've had the Free People thermal for probably 3 or 4 months, and the linen floral blouse I've had for, I'd say like a month and a half, possibly 2 months. So I was happy to accept the $48 offer. That made my earnings $38.40. I paid about $3 for both of those, and so my profit came out to $35 on that. Moving along, we have a poncho top. This is really cute. It's by the brand Audi, O-D-D-Y, which I do like to pick up. It's a one size fits all floral printed poncho. I just grabbed this from the Austin Goodwill outlet because I did like the boho print, and ponchos sell so well for me, this cut of item. It was in excellent condition, so yeah, I just threw it in my bag. Very lightweight. The Austin Goodwill outlet is even cheaper than the Houston one, so I probably only paid, oh yeah, I remember, average cost of goods for that trip was $1.34. I know it was $1.30 something. So, yeah, I had this listed at $30. I actually relisted this like 2 days ago, and it sold same day of being relisted. So that was awesome for full price to one of my favorite repeat buyers. She is so sweet. My earnings were $24. I paid $1.30, and so my profit was $23 and some change. $23.70-ish. Yeah, thrilled with the sale. I do like that brand Audi. I would say it's kind of on the same wavelength as Intro that I mentioned earlier, that leopard printed midi dress. Also like Umgee, that kind of thing. Okay, next we have one of my favorite sales. This piece holds a very special place in my heart. It's given to me by my friend Hollywood at the Houston bins. He is so sweet. He gave it to me and said that it was a thank you for basically me having my YouTube channel and teaching others about brands. So yeah, it was such a kind gesture, and yeah, he's just such a nice person. So yeah, he gave this to me. I did not have a cost of goods on this. I listed it at $95 and was offered $75, which I accepted. It is gorgeous. I showed it off. My earnings were $60, and that was all profit. So shout out to him. So happy to get this sold quickly. I want to say I've only had this for a couple weeks now. I knew it would sell well. Sometimes, you know, things like that happen and they really just make your day and just kind of give you a little pep in your step when you needed one. So yeah, I'm a big believer in being kind to others and paying it forward. So I will be on the lookout for something that I can do that's super kind for someone else, because I think that kindness is very important. Okay, next up we have another bundle, 2 items. First off, we have this sweater vest top by BDG from Urban Outfitters. This is definitely oversized. It's a size extra small / small. I really like this. I added in keywords like academia because of the cut. It's kind of schoolish. You could layer with that and it would be adorable. Should I wrap these? I think I'm gonna wrap these together. Second and last is this pair of Levi's 501 jeans with a little bit of distressing to them. These have a double button closure at the waist, which was kind of interesting. I think someone added that, but I just disclosed it. Am I going to be able to? Yeah, that's fine. I really like this bundle. Very cool, very trendy, very it girl kind of items here. So the buyer added the 2 of these to a bundle, and I sent her a $45 offer with discount ship. That was accepted. My earnings came out to $33.98. I paid around $2-ish per item. These both came from the Goodwill outlet. And so my profit was right around $30 on this bundle. I have had the jeans for a couple weeks and the vest for around a month. Okay, next up, this was an interesting piece. So I kind of grappled with this at the outlet on whether I should buy it or not. It's a Free People ruffle front blouse top. I think because when I found it, it was kind of like shriveled up a little bit. My assistant has since steamed it and it's kind of like, I don't know, looked more presentable and more like it's supposed to. But it just didn't seem like a super substantial piece, I guess, when I first found it. It's kind of on the cropped side. I don't know. For whatever reason, I was just kind of on the fence about it. But I listed it, and this had so many likes and so much attention. So yeah, that just kind of goes to show you, you want to check comps, you want to not discount something just because it needs a little sprucing up, I guess. But yeah, that got a lot of attention. It sold within a couple weeks of being listed. I had it listed at $30. And the other night I received a $21 offer, which I went ahead and took. My earnings came out to $16.80. And my profit was around $15. That was pretty lightweight. We have a cropped athletic top by Old Navy. This does have a built-in bra with padding attached. in a size medium. It's their Power Soft fabric. That might be something that people search out. They know that they like Old Navy Power Soft stuff. So you always want to add specific names that brands give materials or whatever to your listing, because people search for that kind of stuff. It's like J. McLaughlin Catalina cloth, or St. John Santana knit. Those are both materials that are exclusive to those brands, and people do search them out. So anyways, yeah, Old Navy Power Soft cropped tank. I listed this at $12. Someone liked it, and so my PosherVA sent them out a $10 offer with discount ship, which they accepted. My earnings were only $4 on this, but my neighbor gave me this to sell. I did pay her, but it was like a huge lot of clothing, so I really did not spend much on this. And $4 is what Plato's Closet would have paid me out for that. So it's kind of like I took it there, and it probably only took me 3 minutes to list that. Okay, next, another kids piece that I was really happy to move out. I've had these for 3 or 4 months now. They're from Ivivva, which is the children's line within Lululemon, but it has been discontinued. Ivivva has. These are the child's version of the studio pants, the dance studio pants, which are extremely popular in the adult size from Lululemon. So that's why I wanted to get them when I found them. Also because they're lightweight. I listed these at $26 and I was offered $15, which I took and ran with. My earnings were $12 and my profit was around $11 on these. So yeah, I'm happy they are going to a new home. I'm sure they will get a lot of use because they're a very practical little pair of pants. And I'm happy to save them from the landfill. And honestly, an $11 profit, that's not too bad. I flat laid these. You saw it took me about 45 seconds to get them shipped. We have a formal dress by Adriana Papel in a size 4. This is so pretty. I love this. So it's a sheath dress with these cape sleeves. You can kind of see it better in back, I guess. I don't know. It's a very interesting, modern, minimalist, contemporary kind of cut to this. I was especially attracted to the cut because this is the same style of wedding dress that Hilary Duff wore for her wedding to Matthew Coma. She had like the cape sleeves. And I just thought it was so chic and elegant that when I saw this dress at the bins, I had to grab it. I did note in the listing that it has some surface spots, but I was actually able to get all of those out. And so I think the buyer will be pleasantly surprised when she gets her package because it's pretty much flawless now, which is great. I had this listed at $38. I was offered $25, which I accepted. That made my earnings $20 and my profit around $17-ish on this dress. I have had it for around 3 months now, so I was happy to move it out and reinvest that into some faster moving inventory. Next up, we have a pair of Lululemon shorts. I found these in a stack of athletic wear. They were obviously someone's donation at the bins, and they were all newer styles, so I was really happy about that. I've already sold a couple pieces. I had these shorts listed at $50. Someone offered me $40 a couple, like 2 to 3 weeks after being listed, which I accepted. My earnings were $32 and my profit was around $31 on these. They are incredibly lightweight. So yeah, happy to see these go quickly. You do always want to look up the style number and find the specific style name of Lululemon items, especially if they're newer. because a lot of the time that specific piece has a high demand. Maybe it's sold out on the Lululemon website and people really liked it and they want to search for it on the secondhand market. Oftentimes you'll see a small size dot in the pocket and the style number encircles the size. So you can just type that style number into Google. You can also Google how to read the style number because it's kind of confusing where it starts and ends, being that it is in a circle. So you can Google like how do you read Lululemon style numbers and then go from there. But I would say that definitely is important to find the specific names and keywords to put in your listings. Okay, next up we have a Free People piece. This is a really pretty maxi dress. It's printed, size small. And this I picked up at a regular Goodwill store. My family and I went to a family vacation over the summer, I want to say. And we stopped at a few regular Goodwills along the way, and I found this. I didn't get it listed until recently because it wasn't featured in any haul videos, just because it was kind of a random piece that I picked up at a regular Goodwill store and not like lumped into all my bins hauls. So I kind of forgot about it, and then I found it the other day and got it listed, and it sold within like 2 days of being listed. I listed it at $45 and someone offered me $38, which I accepted. I paid $8 for it at Goodwill, and so my profit came out to around $22.40 on this dress. More substantial pieces from Free People, like maxi dresses, maxi skirts, heavy coats, that kind of stuff, leather goods, do still sell for a decent amount of money, I would say. Okay, moving on, we have this dress, very elegant, by Gianni Bini. I actually got this in a mystery box, also from Courtney, who is Magnolia Thrifts. I got several other Gianni Bini branded items in that box, but I did not list those because it's just not really a brand that I sell. However, I wanted to list this piece in particular because it was a size extra large. It is a more formal, like cocktail evening style dress. So I did add in a ton of keywords, like all of those, plus party, event, date night, that kind of thing. And also it was in flawless condition. If this had been a mini, like shorter length dress, I would not have listed it. But the length, the size, the condition, everything, all of the factors combined, I did want to take the time to get it listed. So it was listed at $28. Someone liked it, and so I sent them out a $25 offer with discount ship. That was accepted. My earnings were $17, and so my profit was around $14 on this dress. It's really nice quality. It's like a really thick, soft, stretchy material. So once again, I think the buyer will be very happy to see this in real life. That's one of the hard aspects of selling online sometimes, is the quality or the details of something sometimes just don't always translate through the screen. And it would be easier to sell something in person sometimes, but you know, it's compensated by the fact that it's just so easy to sell online. Okay, down to our final two items. This is a CP Shades button-down blazer jacket, 100% linen. The lining is cotton, so it is all natural. I have sold this exact jacket by CP Shades. This is probably my fourth time now. It's called the Dre jacket, D-R-E-E. And I would say it's one of their most popular styles of items within the brand. People just know this jacket style. I think it was sold through Sundance at one time. So high quality. This retailed for over $200, and it does coincide with a lot of strong keywords: lag and look, minimalist, contemporary, artsy. So I listed this at $60. I would say a month, maybe 2 months after being listed, I received a $45 offer, which I countered to $50, and that was accepted. My earnings were $40 and my profit was $38 on this jacket. Definitely keep an eye out for CP shades. Any like maxi length or midi length dresses or skirts, or that jacket in particular, sell really well. Sometimes the less substantial like tanks or tops can sit for a little bit longer, so just keep that in mind. And our very last sale to package up today is this pair of St. John caviar trousers in a size 14. Just an essential pair of black trouser pants. They have a split hem, which is a nice kind of modern minimalist detail in my opinion. If these had been smaller than a size 14, maybe like a size 10 or 12, I would have gotten them, but I was definitely more persuaded by them being plus size. Also them being in excellent condition. These were relisted, so I have had them for over 2 months, and my PosherVA relisted them the other night, and they sold within a day. It might have been 2 days, but it was a very quick sale. I had them listed at $48. I was offered $35, which I accepted. That made my earnings $28. My foot is asleep. I paid around $2 for these at the bins, and my profit was $26. I think they did sit because trouser pants are just not the most in-demand clothing category from St. John. I would say Santana knit items are the most in-demand category, like jackets, blazers, skirts, pants in Santana knit, which these are not. These are just like a, I don't know, some kind of stretch rayon kind of fabric. So I think that's why they did sit for a little bit. But I do believe that the brand name carried them because people know St. John and they know it's super high quality. So, did I say my profit on these came out to $26? So that is absolutely everything that I had to ship out today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please feel free to leave me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys soon. Bye, y'all.